All right, well, this is part two of We're Not Here Alone. So if you had an opportunity to see that video, you can even Google um, beings from other planets and their names. Okay, so that's your research and your homework. So I was discussing that some not so nice beings have inhabited Earth for a very long time, and they are in human DNA. So, for example of that, it's like you can meet somebody who's like really good-hearted and wants the best for someone else, and then you meet people that are deep down it's all about them, what they can get, what they need. And it's okay if they hurt somebody else to get it, even if it's a little white lie that grows into many other things. All right? So, because of our super highway of internet, many people are out there doing their research. And many things happened to people without their knowledge. So, for example, let's just take something that's happened in the last 30 years. Cigarettes. There was theories that there was an addictive additive in cigarettes, and the cigarette companies denied it, went to court, denied it, falsified documents, denied it, until a whistleblower had the courage to go through hell to get that information out, to find out it was true. So there's been lawsuits and all kinds of things against these companies. All right. So then we turn around and we do more research, or somebody does, but something can be so far-fetched you just can't believe that it's possible. And I'm not going to say certain words, but I'll show you. So certain things have been added to our foods that make things addictive or taste better. And we really don't question what all those things are. For example, how about when salad bars started and people were dying or having reactions to MSG? They were spraying them all with MSG to keep them fresh and colorful. And then later found out that that additive can be highly allergic and deathly for some, right? So a lot of people stay away from MSG now. So there's other things that have come up that we know about that we're more careful about. But this particular, and I hope you can see this. So that particular company, you can look that up online and you can see where that company has used, I think it's H93 or something. So if you see letters after that company, that's what you want to look at. So you will see human tissue that they've used to put in foods and drinks. And it wasn't until a whistleblower put that up. But the kicker is it was federally funded research and then put into foods, okayed to put into foods. Those are also in your, I think you know what I'm trying to say, things they demand that we all get as babies growing all the way up, as well as maybe prevent the seasonal illness. They're in there. And this new one that's coming up that everyone's trying to fight to say, oh, this is going to save everyone from this deadly 2020, you know what? It's in there too. And it also has some things in there that will be proven to actually alter our DNA. And the questions are now is, what does it do to affect us? And then can we pass it on to our children through our DNA? So there's so much unknown. Now we have something in the brain called the pineal gland. And the pineal gland is your antenna to God. That's what gives you the information. It's an amazing thing. It looks like a little pine cone. Research it. Research the pineal gland. So our government, which has been doing all this other stuff, also decided to have this. In our water and in our treatments when we go to get our teeth cleaned. And then there's all this documentation about how freaking fantastic it is when it's a chemical compound poison. And it has been proven to calcify the pineal gland. When opioids first came out, it was around the time when I was about to have surgery. But before they knew I was going to have surgery, they sent me to a pain medicine person who wanted me on all those things. And anything I tried whacked me out. And every time I talked about it, he got pissed. And he would throw documentation down about, this is the best thing. And then about almost 2 years later, fighting him, we realized that the problem wasn't going to go away without surgery. But that was me, because I had some connections and I went, this isn't right. But I went outside the box and went and found people to take it a step further to find out that wasn't going to help me. Anyway, let me finish. So I had the surgery, and one of the first things they have in the dose pack and send you home with is the newest, biggest, bestest opioid, which rendered me almost paralyzed, meaning I couldn't function. And I'd go back and I'd say something and I got a little bit of that feedback, but this particular physician, I knew several physicians and we were too interconnected for him to argue with me. So we wound up switching out of it. And of course, years later, we find out exactly what the opioids have done and all the falsified studies, etc. Because back when Big Pharma started to grow Big Pharma, all right? So if that's in our water, and then we got federally funded company putting disgusting things in our foods and drinks that we ingest and think is healthy, and our children. What else do you think might be going on? So these are things that we have to open our eyes to. And this is why we have to understand we all have to wake up and we all have to do our part to say, no more. No more. I will not be enslaved. I will not be a zombie. I will not be mandated to do something that I know is wrong. And we all have to band together on that. But each individual needs to wake it up and do your research and get off your mainstream, because they're only preaching what they're told to preach. And explore. explore. So we're not here alone. We're here to get to band together, and we have amazing galactic angelic help right now. But there's no rescue here, people. That's an old paradigm syndrome. The only heaven and rescue is going to be what we do within ourselves to create better by standing up and saying, this is not working and this will not be tolerated. So I don't know what will come in part 3. It just depends on what spirit brings me. And just do your homework. Do your research. Please. Please. Please just do your research. Come to your conclusions. All right? Please like, subscribe, share, leave me a comment. No haters. You hate? I think someone said to me, I'm not buying it. I go, I'm not selling it. It's not mine to sell. It's factual. It's scientifically factual out there. Go look at it. So just go do your research. If you don't have something nice to say nothing. Okay? All right. Much love. Enjoy your day. Bye.